So in this video, we're going to show you how to create your user account, which is your MLC Portal account. And then once we're in with our user account, we'll show you how to sign up to become a member, which is how you'll collect your digital audio mechanical royalties. So when you visit the MLC website, you can come up to the top right-hand side and you'll see this Connect to Collect button. If you click on that, it will send you to our portal. The portal does have a different URL than the website, so it's portal.themlc.com. But if you click that Connect to Collect button, it'll send you right to the sign up page. When you're on the sign up page, this is where you'll put in your user information, which is your personal information. It's important that you put in your personal information because we run through a Know Your Customer check. All that means is that we're checking to make sure that you are who you say you are, and it helps us protect all of our users and members against fraudulent activity within the portal. So really, it's just for your safety. It helps us make sure that we're not paying anybody that we're not supposed to, and it keeps all of your sensitive data secure. So again, you'll put in your personal information. When you're filling out the phone number, make sure you're selecting your country code so that we can get the right phone number in there. It's a little easy to miss that. Okay. And then at the bottom here, you'll have our terms that you'll need to accept, the privacy policy, and then you can enroll in email communications. Now that I've signed up, it lets me know that my verification is in process. This is exactly what we talked about in terms of the KYC. You'll go through a check, and then you will at this point want to visit your email, and you'll get a notification letting you know, congratulations, you've been verified, you've passed the KYC check. Now come create your password. So you'll click on this link here to create your password. So our password rules, I believe you just have to have one uppercase, one lowercase, a special character. Pick whatever you can remember and go ahead and submit. Now here is where you'll set up your MFA. So MFA will happen every time you log into your portal account. Again, this is just to verify that you are the user that should be accessing this account. Again, for your protection, help protect your data. So you have two options that you can choose. If you choose a mobile MFA code, make sure that you're putting in a phone number that is able to receive text messages. So if you put in an office phone number, you will not be able to get your MFA code and therefore not be able to log into the portal. So if you did choose the mobile MFA option, and you'll get a verification code to your mobile phone first, which basically is very similar to like if you're setting this up with your bank. You'll get the code to verify your phone number, and then you'll be sent to the sign in screen and then get the MFA code. If you select your email, which tends to be a little bit easier option, it'll use the email address that you input when you signed up. You can hit submit. It says that you're set, so you'll go to the portal. You'll go ahead and log in using the email address that you signed up with. I signed up using this email address. And then this is where you'll go to your email address, your email again, and grab this MFA code from here. It's really important that you get the most recent MFA code because these codes do expire after 10 minutes. And now I'm into the portal. So from here, you'll hit this welcome screen. You can go ahead and create your member just right here. If you bypass this welcome screen, you're also prompted to create your member. And then the last way you can navigate to create a member is if you go to your profile, members, create a member. So I'm going to go back and use this route. All the routes lead to the same place, just showing you 3 different ways that you can get there after you get in. So step 1 in creating a member is deciding what type of member that you are. So there are 4 options on the screen, And I'm going to go ahead and explain each one and hopefully help you select the right option. So option one will by far be the most common for any publishing entity, CMOs, and fully self-administered songwriters. This basically just means that there will be one member for each top publisher or top rights holder. The member is the entity that your digital audio mechanical streaming royalties are paid to. So there, in most cases, should just be one member that manages all the catalogs. Option two is a pretty unique use case. This will only happen if there is a sub-publisher or sub-catalog within the member hierarchy that needs to be paid directly. So this does not mean that you can pay songwriters that you collect on behalf of directly. This is specifically if there is some sort of deal or agreement set up with a sub-publisher and you need to pay that sub-publisher directly. If you do select this option, it will prompt you to contact support. We'll then put you in contact with a publisher services person who will help you set that up in your hierarchy. But again, option one is most likely what you're going to be selecting if you're that publishing entity, a CMO, or a fully self-administered songwriter. Option three is for our partially self-administered songwriters. This means that you have rights to register, license, and collect royalties for some of your works, but some of your works are administered by a third party. So you'll need to create a member account for those works that you do have the rights to collect royalties on, but you do not need to include any works that are administered by that third party because that third party is going to do that for you. And then lastly, this I'm a songwriter who's exclusively administered by third parties. This is just to basically use as a stopgap. So if you are a fully administered songwriter and you select this, it will prevent you from creating a member. This is just because you don't need to do that. You already have a third party that is doing the work for you. Therefore, a member account isn't necessary for you.